conceptual real distinction?
Right. So a real distinction, a formal real distinction would be one wherein it's actually in the thing itself and it corresponds to the distinctions in our heads. A conceptually real distinction would be one that's really distinct in the way that we think about it, but might not actually ontologically be distinct in that being. So if you want to read on this, there's two essays that Dr. Bradshaw has, one that's really long and one that's shorter, but makes the same point. It's kat epinoia, Katepinoia, kat epinoia. That is the Greek term for conceptual distinction. So it doesn't really matter about later Latin distinctions. Okay. I mean, it's interesting. I'm not saying it doesn't matter at all. And if you read the longer Bradshaw paper, which is called Essence, Energy, What Kind of Distinction, he'll actually work through all of those Latin medieval scholastic levels of distinctions for you. So if you really want to go deep into it, that's fine. You can do that in the Dr. Bradshaw paper. But the point of the paper is that, look, when the Cappadocians make this distinction for the triad, they argue that the distinctions between the energies are just as real as the distinction between the persons. Now, unless you want to be a modalist and think that the distinctions between the persons are conceptual, then obviously Basil sees it as just as ontologically real as the persons are ontologically distinct in a real sense. So this is all just nonsense and confusion. It's not really relevant to the papal vicariate of Thessalonica proving supremacy. How is that going